Apparently, drinks have a specific age group. Was talking with my mom and I was she was like, "You like gin and tonic. That's an old person drink. The beer I drink, Bush Light. That's an old person drink," she says. I don't know. I don't think that any beer, liquor, wine, or cocktail, frozen drink, I don't think it has a specific age range group that it's assigned to. I definitely think there are men and women type of drinks, but as far as age, I don't see it. I don't see it, mom. Oh, you drinking a old people drink. What's wrong with you? Is what she'll say to me. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm Kevin. Welcome back to Drinking with Laughter. Let's get to it. Yo, yo, how we doing? How's everyone feeling? Are you feeling alive? Grateful for what I have. Feeling grateful this week. Are you taking care of yourself? It's hard. God, it's hard. It's like sometimes every fiber in your being knows what we need to do to take care of ourselves, knows what mental health breaks or check-ins that we need, knows what diet or choice of physical activity we need. We know what people we need to surround ourselves with, but we just don't do those things. And that's human. That's called being a human. All right, you're listening to me on Spotify, so at the top of this podcast, hit that follow button. Right next to it, hit that bell. Make sure your notifications are turned on in your settings for Spotify, and you will be notified every time that I post. Also, shout out to my best friend Chris. Are you in that video game streaming? He is. I just helped him just yesterday. Just Friday night, we were chilling at his house, setting up his studio. He's spicing it up. He's adding some foam walls. Oh God, that was tedious. But if you're into that video game streaming, you're just looking for entertainment, follow him on YouTube at Noble the Abyssal Ruler. He's got some great content. He got some good ideas that he's going to be coming out with, some shorts. He goes live, he streams on demand right there at your fingertips. Just he's a click away, people. He's a click away. I'll tell you what, them foam walls, that ain't no joke. All right. First of all, they come flat. They come flat as I don't know, flat as flat comes, but you gotta wash them. He had to take a bucket, right? One at a time, dip it in the water, rinse it out. Talk talk about a workout. You want a forearm workout that's not jerking off? Well, go and wet some towels and rinse out them towels. Rinse out them rags. Oh, your forearm's gonna be killing you. And then he's got to only throw a couple in a time to the dryer. And then it's got to dry. It's got to do its cycle. And then they don't even come with stickies. You got to buy your own adhesive stickies. You stick it to the back, a couple of them, slap them on there, and then you slap it. You peel the wrapper off, slap it on the wall. It's tedious, people. It's tedious. He was up since 2 a.m. doing it by himself, and by the time I got off work, I came over and helped him. But yeah, it looks the overall the final project, the final thing is pretty much done, and it looks badass. It looks badass. Let's do a catch up for the week. How was your week? Huh? Last weekend I went to my niece's birthday. She had a birthday party at her house. Sweet 16. Where were you when you were 16? What were you doing? Me? I was ah, I was going to the movies with my dad, took me out for my birthday, came back to the house, and it was a surprise birthday party that my mom threw. Yeah. So back when I was a teenager, I wasn't like how I am now. I was very much sensitive, emotional, quick to anger. I wasn't real social. I didn't like being around people. And I got kind of mad at her. I didn't want the surprise birthday party. And after it was all said and done, we apologized and I made up and I kind of hurt her feelings because she went out of her way and put a lot of hard work into doing this, throwing this birthday party. But looking back on it, I wish I had handled things differently. That's being a teenager. Teenagers are just so unpredictable. You also can't tell a teenager no. You ever notice that, parents out there? You can't tell a teen no. Oh, God, it's the worst thing to do to tell a teen no. It ain't gonna happen. So yeah, that was fun hanging with my niece Kylie for her 16. The theme was pink. They went and saw the new movie Barbie that came out. So yeah, she was all pinked out. Everyone was pinked out. Apparently there wasn't a memo that went around, but all her friends were pinked out. I didn't show up with pink. A lot of us didn't fit in. Would have been nice to know, Kylie. Would have been nice to know. But she had a fun time. It was great. It was great hanging with family that I don't really get to see a whole lot. That was fun. Um, the setup. I always like to get there early for my certain family functions. I like to help set up, and it was a terrible day when I first got there. I mean, the weather was shoo, humid, rainy. I'm sweating, helping my brother put these tents up. I'm helping my sister-in-law stick these little sticks on the back of these like emoji faces that you hold up for the selfie area. That's tedious. Helped my younger niece, Aubrey, her little sister, Kylie's little sister, helped her hang up the happy birthday sign. You think when you buy like a string of all those letters that say happy birthday, you think it would just come already together. And that way you just got to hang it up. But no, no, you got to string each letter through each hoop. I wonder who puts these packages together. They're like, how can I make this the most tedious thing for the customer when they purchase it and open it up? How hard would it be just to string all those letters together and then they're all flat. They just fold right up and they can fit right into the little package. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, people. But when you have ADHD, sometimes those tedious activities help. Sometimes it's not that frustrating. I guess it just depends on how my ADHD is making me feel that day. Sometimes I can't stand tedious projects and sometimes I'm all about it. What else happened this week? Um Work. I had a coworker that left, got a new job, so a lot of his task work was divided up among some of us. One of those people being me. It was a busy work week for me. I got a lot more responsibilities that I got to take care of now that I didn't previously. So once I get to it, once I get the system down, get a smooth flow, it won't be as stressful. But yeah, I was begging for the weekend. Weekend couldn't come soon enough. Is it Friday yet? Is it 2:30 on a Friday yet? I'm out. I'm gone. That's what my work week was. That's what my week. How was y'all's week? Did you Make someone laugh. Did you make someone's day? We got to try to center ourselves a lot. It's a mental reminder that you got to force. It doesn't come naturally. Oh, well, maybe to some people it comes naturally, but I feel like to most it just doesn't. So, know, we all live in this environment, this society, this world of just selfishness, self-centered, and we got to remind ourselves that people matter. Your relationships matter. The relationships that you have with others matter. You got to remind yourselves of that. It's so easy to just I just want to keep to myself. Easy to fall in that habit. All right, drink of the day, people. What do we got? We got a card of two of diamonds. It's called the Cuba Cuba Lime. Weird font, I guess. All right, Cuba Lime. It's 1 1/4 ounce of rum, 1 1/4 ounce of Coke, a dash of lime juice. Serve over ice in a highball glass. Garnish with a lime wedge. Garnish with a lime wedge, folks. If you're from Cuba, I guess that's your go-to drink. I don't know what Cubans drink, but if that's the name of that drink, I would assume so. What do we got going for this episode? Let's see. I'm gonna talk about my pet peeves. Talk about things I can't stand, things I hate, people. Oh, they just get under my skin. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to encompass everything, but just some things I guess recently that have happened, and I don't know. I wanna just get it off my chest. I want to know what your pet peeves are. Do you relate to it? I guess we'll find out. So let's get the ball rolling, folks. The things I hate. What are they? We're gonna talk about it. What's first? What's first up? If you know me, you know I'm about this. You know I feel this way. Um, I said it before and I'll say it again, people. Shitting. Hate it. I think it's necessary. Unfortunately, I feel I feel it's a waste of time. I feel like I could just be doing, and maybe it's the ADHD in me, but I just feel like I could be doing so much other things than sitting and taking a shit. It's it's just annoying. It's like, and it comes up the most like just out of your day. It's like, oh, like this morning, I wake up, I had to pee. I do my business, I get back to bed thinking I'm gonna catch me a couple more hours of sleep. All of a sudden, now I got to shit. Now I'm up. I'm up, people. I can't go back to bed. I can't go back to bed. I think I read something. Let's see here. Google. How many hours in a person's life do we poop? One poop per day at 12 minutes each would be 4,380 minutes per year, or 73 hours per year. 73 hours. 5,767 hours in a lifetime. That's a lot of hours. You know what you could do with those hours? Come on. Come on. I mean, and if you ain't got the best diet, like myself, I try to eat clean, but sometimes that Taco Bell just tastes so good. Just tastes food just tastes so good, people, and if your diet just ain't that good for the next couple days, I mean, you're just wiping and wiping and wiping, and it's just like, I mean, my arms shouldn't be getting tired. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. Probably could all be solved with a better diet. That's probably the easiest answer. But still, it is something that bothers me. It gets under my skin. I don't like it. I don't. I don't, folks. It's a waste of my time. I do know that it's necessary though, because you feel a whole lot better. Man, if I take a shit, I feel 10 pounds lighter. I do. I'm like looking in the mirror like, ooh, am I skinnier? Feel lighter. Almost like I ain't got to work out for the day. Like that was my workout. I feel good. I feel good. All right, moving on. Unwanted conversations. You know, when you're going along, right, and you're like talking to someone, or someone is like, you're in a scenario where someone's comes up to you or whatever and it starts talking, right? And it's in that moment where they're speaking and you're analyzing their body language, you're analyzing what they're saying, you're analyzing the scene, and oh, I'm going to be here a while. Yeah, my dad calls them EGR people. Stands for extra grace required. And these people you can never get a word in. It's always them. You can like probably I would say get 3 to 5 sentences in. And then the rest of the conversation is just them. And you just do a lot of mhm. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Right. That's crazy. Those of you who know me, I got a shirt that says after the third time I say that's crazy, wrap up the conversation. And it couldn't be more truer of a shirt. I love that t-shirt. Yeah, that's crazy. You start hearing that a lot? Yeah, buddy. Pack your shit. Let's go. Wrap this rodeo up. Conversation is done. I'm no longer interested. And that bothers me. It bothers me when I can just, and sometimes before the person even starts speaking, they're just making their way to me. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm about to get into a conversation that's going to last a while. I don't like it. I don't. It's another thing that it just irks me. And I don't know why. I mean, I, I don't know. It just does. It does. What else? What else we got? Fancy restaurants. And maybe this is just the fat American in me, but fancy restaurants piss me off. They do. They piss me off with all of their over the top high end meals that are like the size of 5 quarters in a circle. And I see these people, they're dying, and I'm like, how are you full? You're paying for that full price and you're going to tip. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, people. I need my plate. You see my plate? I shouldn't see plate when I see my dinner. I shouldn't see really much plate. I should see more food than I see plate. That's how I feel. And that's why I don't really like fancy restaurants. I think they're good in theory. I think you got a high-end chef and they make these crazy looking meals and that aesthetics. Okay, yeah, I'm watching a movie. I see it and oh, that's cool. That adds to the movie, right? The meal is just so freaking small. I don't get it. I don't know, people. Another thing that happened recently, right, is dating apps. I feel they're kind of like you guys ever play that Pokemon Go app where you drive around, you catch different Pokemons? That's what I feel dating apps are coming to. Right? Cuz I can go about 15, 20 minutes down the road from where I live and all of a sudden I find all these new matches, right? But oh, when I was home, I didn't see none of these people around. I mean, 15 minutes down the road? And then you go to some areas, it's like, man, I'm catching a Pokemon Go creature. Like, woo! Some of these are lookers. I don't know. That bothers me. I don't get it. And it's like you Pokemon, you gotta swipe this way, swipe. Dating apps, you gotta swipe to catch this one. I feel like maybe the dating app person and the Pokemon Go person, the people that created it, maybe they joint forces. Maybe they were in the same whiteboard meeting of creating an app. Maybe they got their notebooks mixed up. They sat down next to each other. One had to go get a donut. The other one got a cup of coffee. They can't. Everyone was dismissed. Books got disheveled, and maybe someone picked up the wrong notebook. I don't know, but that just bothers me. If the radius on the app is selected to like 50 miles around you, like 20 mile, whatever, you should get all those people. You shouldn't be going down the road and just getting someone that you've never seen before. What is with these algorithms? I don't understand them. I don't. I think it is annoying to say the least. I don't like it. I don't. Another thing is, oh, foods that you cannot eat in a decent way. Ladies, you know this. When you're going on a date, right? You're you're not ordering what you're usually ordering. Why? Because you know it's going to make a mess. You know that it's not going to look appealing. That shit bothers me. It bothers me. Foods that I cannot eat in a decent way: Mexican, tacos, burritos, spaghetti, manwich. How do you look appealing? How do you look sexy and eat those foods? And it's tough because when you're on that first date, you got to conform. It's like, I don't feel like eating this. I want to eat me a manwich sandwich. I want to eat me a burrito with all the juices falling out on my plate. That's what I want to eat. I don't want to eat me a salad. Eat you a salad? Seriously? Oh, I mean, I don't know. That just bothers me that there are certain foods that it's like they need an instruction manual to eat it properly. And you get like you learn some new tricks like with a cheeseburger. If you flip a cheeseburger upside down and eat it that way, it kind of helps with the juices falling everywhere and coming out. I still have yet to learn a trick for tacos. Soft ones are a little better. You kind of bunch it up. But hard shell tacos, there a way to eat it? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if you find out. Manwich. Who know who Who has the answers to these things? I don't know. Oh, faded parking lots. Fading parking lot lines. Went to a Run of Mills recently. Run of Mills Mall. In certain areas, you can't. No one's in the line. I'll tell you that right now. Everyone just kind of makes it up. You can't tell where the line is, where it begins or ends. You just hope that you're in the middle. You're in the middle of the left and right line. Everyone kind of just makes their own spaces, and you just gotta hope that everyone else is following that. That you don't got some prick coming down like, oh, that's not right. Oh, we need to be that you need to get out of your vehicle and make sure you're in like you just hope that no one comes down that lot that's gonna be like you just hope that everyone is following the unspoken rule that we're just gonna make up our space. We're just gonna try to make everyone fit normally. We're making our own lines, our own spaces. But I mean, if you're a company and take a walk outside of your building, look at your parking lot, people. Man, maybe I need to go to Home Depot get some paint. If you don't want to hire a high end company, do something. I don't know. Maybe put some cones out. I, I don't know. Maybe just spend the money and get a company to come out. It's ridiculous. It drives me crazy. It almost makes me want to just turn around and go home. When I get to a place, I'm like, oh, I don't know where to park. Is this a spot? I don't know. Is this handicap? I don't know. It's faded. You can't see it. You can't see white. You can't see blue. You can't see shit. And it just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Another thing I hate, ironically, is podcasting. Oh, specifically when in the editing process. I've always not been a whole I've always not been a huge fan of how I sound in a video or audio. And when you gotta play that track back and you gotta listen to your voice and put this here and put that there and it's a grueling process. It makes you go crazy. Another thing is the whole setup. Trying to add someone else. I mean, this is the fourth time my good friend Chris and I have met trying to record an episode, trying to get something going. And, you know, you got to download this application, you got to change this setting, and then you got to hope that you remember. And if that setting doesn't pair well with this micro, I mean, it's a learning process. They, I guess if it was easy, everybody be doing it, right? They just can't make things simple with technology. Like maybe I need to like go take a class, but that's money. That's money out of pocket, folks. But yeah, man, that's the things that bother me. Oh, they get under my skin. And you just gotta sometimes you just gotta talk. You gotta prep yourself. Do you hate going out in public? You gotta give yourself that little prep, little pep talk. You gotta prepare. Yeah, my friends want me to go out. I'm really not feeling it. Especially I feel like when you get older, when you're getting your 30s and your 40s. I've talked to some people, some family members that are there. You know, they need to be out with their friends at 7 o'clock. They need to be out at the function. It's getting to be wrapped up. Go home time. It's not, oh, hey, meet me at 7. They're like, what? I'm in bed. I'm not leaving the house. I'll meet you at 5, meet you at 4:30. But around 7, that's the end of the night, folks. Good night. Thanks for coming. I'm out. So maybe, that's, you gotta kind of talk yourself into, all right, I gotta You know, let's not focus on me so much. Let me just try to have a good time. Maybe that's what I need to do. I go out and I see these faded parking lots. I'm like, all right, let's just find something that looks like that's where I park. Let me not let it ruin my time. Yeah, those are the things I hate. Those are the things I hate. Let's move on to the wrap up, folks. Wrap up and goodbyes, folks. It's been a hell of an episode. What up, world? What's going on in the world, huh? See what's trending. Man snags two foul balls in a span of three pitches at City Field, gives them to his mom as a birthday gift. Now, isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? We hear all these stories about, kids not loving their parents, parents not loving their kids, domestic abuse, child abuse. And here's a story that just refocuses our attention that there are just kind folks that are in the world. What else? Lemur on the loose. Video shows police chasing critter that escaped in Missouri. Okay. You got critters escaping. It's time to pack your shit up and go home. It's time to burn your house, and it's time to move. It's time to move a couple states away, maybe to the other side of the US. I don't know. But we got critters. What does that mean, critters? I mean, the picture shows this thing looks like a damn wildcat. What are we doing, people? Those things belong in the wild. Keep them there. Yeah, I know zoos make a lot of money, and sure, it's nice and, great family bonding experience. But if they're breaking out, if they're rioting, joining forces, you got a lion and a gorilla talking. Nah, I'm out. I'm not doing it. I, I'm not living in Missouri. Like if I was a resident, I'm like, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm not walking to get my paper with my breakfast drink, with my croissant in one hand. I'm not and seeing a damn wildcat just strolling along. I'm not doing it. That's wild. Q&A from my listeners. Last time I posted, Spotify seemed like it took away that Q&A. We're going to find out in this episode, but if it's there, the question for this episode is, what are your pet peeves, folks? Fill it out. If you're listening, fill it out. Let me know what your pet peeves are. Every time you fill out the Q&A, the answers I get, I talk about in the next episode. I dive into it. I won't use your name or nothing like that, but I'll use the information you provide. What are your pet peeves? What gets under your skin? What do you hate? What just drives you batshit crazy? Last thought before we depart. Last thought. This week kind of came to me at work in the bathroom. Urinals. Now for women, probably not gonna be able to relate to this a whole lot, but urinals. You ever get someone next to you that's just a loud pisser? I mean, he's got a damn fire hose. And I'm not trying to say what race he is, but he's not white. So he's got a fire hose of a pisser, and the guy's not white. So you can fill in the dots. That's just wild to me. I'm like, is there a volume on that thing? Can you lower it? Like, I feel like you're pissing through the wall. And then you get people next to you and they're just, they're just heavy breathing pissers. I'm like, what is going on, people? What happened to just doing your business in quiet? Just staring at the wall that's in front of you like the rest of us. Don't make eye contact with me. Don't look left or right. What are we doing? And guys, what's with the busy bathrooms? I mean, it's like I got to pick my times at the end of my workday. I got to pick a different bathroom. I got to walk a little further because it's like they're handing out free blowjobs or something in the bathroom. I don't know. It's just it's way too crowded. There's way too many people in one bathroom. I don't like it. When I'm out at the bars and whatever, out drinking with friends, those why would it hurt for companies to just add a couple more bathrooms? Just break the bank. I mean, I'll go I'll go outside the building and take a piss. I don't care. I ain't standing in that line. I'm not having heavy breathing on me. I'm not having folks looking at me left and right. I'm not I don't want to piss next to a loud pisser. I don't want to. And that kind of just popped in my head when I was going to the bathroom the other day at work. Urinals, crazy. All right, that'll about do it for us. That'll about do it for us on Drinking with Laughter. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, it's been a work in progress trying to get someone else on this episode, trying to find, messing around with Audacity, downloading that, and Voice Meter, downloading that. The microphones I use, they come with an application, trying to get that. It's complicated, it's convoluted, it's hard to do when you didn't go to school for it. When you did, I'm just picking this up as a hobby, so I'm learning as I go. But hopefully, I can get um my friend Chris on here, get some more people on here. We'll see how it goes. That's all I got for you guys. Be kind to one another. Get out there, make someone laugh, make someone's day. Be grateful for the life you have. If you have a roof over your head, food in your belly, clothes on your back, maybe that's not Gucci, it's not Prada, it's not high-end fancy restaurant food, but it's leftover Chinese. It's a cheeseburger from McDonald's. It's some damn lunch meat from the grocery store. It's some chicken, some dinosaur nuggies from Food Lion. It's food, and you got it. You can afford it. You have it in your freezer. You're getting up, you're working your job day in, day night, day to night, night to day, whatever. You got a job, you got something. Just keep pushing forward. You can do it. I believe in you guys. Peace.